What's going on, YouTube? The Ish9 here, bring you guys an exclusive video on a device I've been waiting on for a while now. This is the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III. If you guys been watching my channel for a little while, then you know that one of my favorite content creation devices, my startup device that I use, was the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. It still is one of my favorite devices, and it's one of those devices that I'm pretty resolute on keeping and maintaining here with me, just as a personal device, even outside of YouTube, just because it has majority of the features of the things that I look for in a smartphone. But today I was fortunate enough to get in the Xperia 1 Mark III. And I botched my original unboxing video earlier this week and then got super busy and wasn't able to redo it. So I'm going to give you guys a pretty brief overview of what you get in the box. It's pretty simple. Now, this model here I got off of Amazon, and it is the US model, the 256 model. Here is what you can expect in terms of specs, if you can see that there. So you got three 12 megapixel cameras, sensors, 8 megapixel front facing camera, 4K HDR OLED display, 4500 milliamp hour battery. This has the Snapdragon 888 and it is IP65/68 resistant. So pretty much the phone kind of came into this little bag here. And then you get your usual booklets on usage and what have you. Then underneath that, you get your 30-watt charging power brick, and you get your cable. Long as the days of a free case and headphones. I think that would have set this device off real nicely if Sony included one of their personal free cases that they manufacture, and just a small pair of knockaround headphones, you know, something you can crumple up and put in your pocket. But they decided to opt out of doing that, so so this here is the device. I got the purple matte version. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I love that matte purple feel. I'm sure the black one looks just as good, and if you get the international models, you can also choose between like a forest green color and a gray color. But it is matte on all sides. Sony opted to put all buttons on one side of the device again, like they did originally, and they also included a Google button there right next to the power button. It doesn't bother me. I have heard some people say that it bothers them a little bit. So I am using a shield screen protector here. I do have some matte ones here as well, and I got a couple cases. So I have the Spigen lineup of cases, currently using the Spigen clear case, and I just got in a Sony Xperia kickstand case, and this doesn't have very much protection. No protection there on the sides, but it gives you all access to the buttons. It's more of a style cover case, more so than it is a protective case. But you know, that's okay. If you're into the style, then this is what you're gonna be using most likely. It's lightweight, and you can kickstand it, so that's pretty cool. Spigen they sell their kickstands solo as well, so I'm gonna be getting one to put on the back of this, because I do prefer to use this clear case because I kind of want to show off that matte purple. Let's go ahead and turn this on. So I've been using this thing all week, and although I've been using it all week, I'm not going to give any full impressions just yet. I'm kind of going to wait on that for a little while. You can expect to see full impressions maybe here within the next like 2 weeks or so. I don't want to jump the gun and say too much about the device just yet. But it is the same size. It is a 6.5 inch OLED 4K screen display. This one does have 120 Hertz, while the other one previously had a variable 90 Hertz display. And the variation was it jumps between 60 and 90 Hertz. just depending on whatever material or whatever it is you're using it for. Same thing with this, the 120 hertz can kick off if the device does get too hot, and we all know the Snapdragon 888 did have some overheating issues. However, with Android 12, that did help out a lot of devices, and I will quote the S21 Ultra as being one of those primary devices that people were using, that they were experiencing that on, and the update did help. So I'm expecting that it will also help with this device as well. However, as we all know, with tech these days, a lot of devices don't get no love. You're not going to see too many updates from people with devices. Spartus Reviews, he did an updated review on the Android 12 and how it looks on this device. So I also have Android 12 on this device. It is smooth as butter, and y'all know me, I'm full blast everything. I'm not trying to turn down nothing. We do still have that headphone jack, and Sony is touting, you know, roughly 40% increase in audio. So that's from everything from the dual front-facing speakers to that headphone jack. You should be experiencing a higher quality of audio. We do have the DSEE Ultimate on this device as well, and just like LG, Sony had opted to also use the 3D audio engine as well that you can use with this device. Long was the days of the Dolby Audio. Now we got the 3D audio engine. So let's do a quick comparison between that device and my Mark II here. Let's get this case off here. Also using a Spigen on the Mark II. Spigen, like I said, quintessential for me. They just make cases for pretty much all the devices that I like, where a lot of other manufacturers just skip over it. So as you can see here, same size. This thing's about to die, but that's okay. Same size. I have both screen brightness up, just different wallpapers and a different icon pack that I'm using there with what's that icon called? It's called saturation, so I'm using a more saturated look, and I absolutely love it on this device. This device is still speedy and snappy. If I had to keep it honest with you guys 100%, there's absolutely no reason to upgrade if you have the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. That's just my personal opinion. I'll let you know if any of the upgrades that they're currently doing on this device, as far as the Mark III goes, is or makes any sort of difference. But as you can see here, what you're really getting there in terms of difference is just the fact that the device just, oh man, it looks so good. Fingerprint magnet on that glassy back, whereas no fingerprints on that purple. Dope. It's a dope device, man. It's a one-handed device for sure. Almost anybody can get their hands around it and go ahead and use it. Have been experiencing a little bit of battery drain on the 1 Mark II. I might have to do a refresh on this device, and I'll give you an update on that, tell you how it goes, and we'll do some camera comparisons and what have you. But first things first, let's focus on this screen display. Let's see if I got something loaded up here. Let's check out this 120 hertz 4K display. I have here a 4K 60 video that I kind of want to play off for you guys with both devices, and you guys pretty much let me know what you think, how that looks to you. Quality drops for whatever reason. 2160, 2160. See if I can zoom in here. Okay, so hopefully the camera's here doing that justice. It looks absolutely gorgeous on both devices. You know, I really can't see a reasoning to complain on any of these devices on how that looks. Absolutely amazing. That was a 4K 60 demo that I played for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. We had the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III up top and the Mark II there on the bottom. This brightness seems to be about even on both devices. You know, I can't really tell a visual difference in terms of that screen brightness. They look equally gorgeous to me, equally flawless. There is some slight upgrades though with the color calibration here on the 1 Mark III, but it's ever so slightly. I think that when you're viewing content on either one of these devices, really you're not going to have too much to complain about, except the fact that the 1 Mark III has a bigger battery than the 1 Mark II. So far, that's my synopsis on the matter. We'll see how this thing holds up over time with its battery usage as the 1 Mark II has, as well as a faster charging speed. That was on my list of things that I wanted for the 1 Mark III. I wanted a slightly faster charging speed. The cameras seem to be the same. However, I have not tested these out thoroughly. I will do maybe some car audio or some car discussions or reviews again as I go back and forth between work, and we'll see how that works out. But I just really wanted to share this with you guys. This phone is absolutely amazing. I love it. Does have expandable storage just like it did previously. We have that massive camera there for the I can't remember what they call it. It's kind of like a variable wide angling from its current position to like a 70mm lens without actually having to change lenses. So it's some cool technology, guys. I don't know how much that's going to make too big of a difference for most people, but it's the small things that they tweaked on this thing, and it's the consistency that they've been using that I love about this device, and I love about the Xperia 1 lines. Can't wait to see what they do with the 1 Mark IV. I'll have a checklist for the things that I want them to improve on. And I'll end it off here. Thank you guys very much for watching. And if any of you guys have the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III or you're on the fence about this device, do let me know down in the comment section. Ask all the questions you want. I'll try to give you guys as much updated information as I can and be as accurate as I possibly can. Thank you very much.